Hello there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Good morning once again. Hopefully, you're doing good. If you missed the previous two videos, today I'm doing three videos. I'm going to upload them side by side, and I'm going to speak slow so you understand. Someone did say I speak too fast, and I do that in both my language, Bengali, and English. So people go like, huh? If you're speaking to me for the very first time, you'll have a difficult time understanding. So I want to do this morning thoughts episode for many reasons. First of all, I'll give you some updates. Not going to talk about in fragrances. Time it's I already did two reviews, so you can check those for fragrance reviews. This is going to be my life update. I have something important to share with you. So I will also ask for a favor as well. So it's around 1:36. I'm wearing one of my vintage watches. This is uh, Casio, one of my favorite brands. And someone recently, I saw some of you follow my this angle videos, and I put some watches here just for display because that's my small hobby. But I can afford expensive watches, so I get whatever I can fit in my budget. I'll write down those who asked which models those were. Like someone asked, what model is this? I don't remember sadly, the model. It's written on the back case, so I can read and I can write for you. That's a nice model, I'm gonna take my time. Someone asked about this watch. This is my most favorite watch right now. It's Orient, I think Kano. Okay, so this is the red dial watch. I just love this absolutely. And then few more I have. Okay, so oh no, not a safe place. So yeah, I have few watches at the back. I have some the Pepsi, and I have the Batman Duro. So these are watches like within budget if you're a collector. So I wanted to update you, and I have few segments for this video. First of all, you can see my appearance change a little bit. I perhaps am growing my hair. I'm not sure I'm gonna keep long hair now or not. These are just for you people sharing with you. So yeah, I was very unwell for 2 months straight. I've been taking antibiotics. Some of you don't like that, like health updates, but some of you do care. I think on majority part people care because I'm only human. I'm not just a machine producing reviews after reviews. I also like to communicate. I'll tell you some important things today. Okay, you would know one thing or two about me. I lived most of my life, like half my life in Bangladesh and half of my life in Malaysia. So I'm right now around 42 years old. I'm going 43 this year. Hopefully, if I am still here. But when I was 17, I left Bangladesh. Okay, I lived in Bangladesh for until 17. I was born in Russia. I was there for 2 years when I was a child, and then my growing up from college and up until my half of my PhD, I spent in Malaysia, and then I opened up my business and all that. I stayed for 19 long years. So you can say partly my heart is remained with Malaysia. I know all the roads. I don't even know my roads in Bangladesh like I do Malaysia. So I traveled. I miss food. I miss a lot of things. But what I did damage, I was a sportsman, but I used to have no control with food. So I sort of got myself into drinking so much sugary drinks, sweet stuff, fast food. That will definitely take some toll. And I got diabetes. I have high BP. And then, when I quit cricket, I started gym, swimming, all those. But I picked up one injury, so I could not play any more cricket. Weightlifting, basically I took too much, and then I was distracted in the gym. If you do wrong stuff, you pick up underarm, like one of these injuries, it will not go away. I had a back problem as well, but that one went away. But I cannot do fast bowling anymore if you play cricket. So I can bat, but I am not fit anymore. So that thing got worse. When I moved to Bangladesh, food is not of good quality here. Everything has a lot of these harmful things, the weather, everything just really, my health really fell. And due to diabetes, it became very severe. I didn't take any medication. So what happened was my weight, I lost some weight, and then I became very old very fast. Like 2016, my beard was not this gray or white. I was pretty much young soul. Anyway, so 30s are gone. You officially have to accept it. 40s, your everything's gonna hurt. My knee hurts. I think I have blocked in my legs. I don't know. I feel unwell all the time. When I wake, I feel more sleepy. I wake up tired. So I had liver problem, kidney stone problems. I did not miss out on any good stuff, right? So basically, the medication, overdose of medication or too much medication, antibiotics also take effect on your kidney. So I was not feeling so well. And since January started, last year finished, businesses, everything, my page, everything went downhill. It went really, really bad. So I got into depression, so I cannot buy all the colognes that I like, all the stuff, all the food I want to eat, or, I cannot really enjoy. You have those constraints, right? So I thought of, I took a few days to rest. Some of the days I didn't feel like getting up, going out anywhere. So what happened in the whole process was I missed out on few days of reviewing. I'm sorry about that. But whenever I could, I pushed myself to buy some fragrance and do review for you. So here are some updates. The health update is gone. I don't want to talk about these, but I want to get better. That's one thing I know for sure. So first thing I'll tell you is that I wish to continue this fragrance related work for a very long time. And I'll tell you something sad. I got a lot of requests. Many companies wanted to work with me. I have my email, which I do not check that frequently, but I get not hundreds, but I got like significant number of emails. Many good companies, big designer niche companies, Singapore-based, Malaysia-based, India-based, USA, French companies, like some of the new niche houses, they contacted me that, hey, we want to send you our product, and I think one of the companies is Gisada, I think that's the house name. And I was shocked. Like it was like 1 week back, and they want to send me 5 or 6 of their best creations. They saw my reviews. Fragrance X contacted me, said, are you interested in working collaboration with us? So when I saw this, I got very excited. At the same time, I got very depressed. And I'll tell you why. When you live here, you have to understand living in USA, Europe is different than living in Asian countries. Especially if you live in Bangladesh, we pay 300 times, like 300% tax sometimes, like 300 or yeah, 300% tax, 300 tax. So if you buy a car like Toyota Mercedes, not as expensive in Dubai, but it's like if you want to buy a Toyota car here, it's just like price of a Prado or a Mitsubishi Pajero, so 3 times, 4 times more. Fuel is everything expensive here. The import duties are so high. If you, let's say, want to drink Red Bull or 100 plus, those foreign drinks or something imported, we have to pay like strawberries cost 5 times, 6 times more than your country. So what I'm trying to get here is that our customs are very, very strict, and nowadays government is imposing so much tax. So basically, people are worse off right now. Even if you're working, your salary is not going high. Expenses, market, there's just no control. Everything is going expensive in the name of dollar depreciation or appreciation, or the war situation in Russia and other countries. And people say the cost of flights are so much more, so perfumes are more expensive. So now back in the days, we used to buy fragrance for $45. Now it's cost about 80, 120, like that. So many people are quitting fragrance game because even many rich people cannot afford them because they have family to run, other stuff. So sad part for me, going back to the emails that I got, many times I receive fragrances from my friends, and they send sometimes by our normal courier, like Bangladesh, like what do you call that post office, right? So they send to the post office. I have to pay, say, significant. Let's say it's something. It's about weight, I think it's based on the weight they make you pay. So once I receive fragrances from, I think Steven Red Lessons, and then once I think it was Ashton. He sent me his samples, and then it was like a great honor for me. I love reviewing fragrances. And then from India, Mridul Bhai sent me many more. I cannot, if I can remember, I'm sorry, but that time was good. But someone recently, Shazil Malik Bhai from Dubai, sent me his creation, and by, I think I forgot to tell him, he sent by DHL or something like that, or FedEx, forgot. These guys are pure crooks. They ask you, let's say a fragrance cost $80, they will ask you to pay $200 almost to release those fragrances. And if they do it for you, they charge you so much more, $50 more, because they did the great service. So at that point, sometimes you are not always, some of you do not know, like I'm not rich, like not always rich. Sometimes I have money, sometimes I don't. But I like to not really save. You see, like the way I eat, the way I travel and buy fragrances, I don't like to save. I like to create content and then collect. So I'm a little bit disciplined, but sometimes end of the month you don't have much cash, so I don't have any bank accounts, savings or anything like that much. So at that point it becomes a steep ask to pay $200, and within period of time, if you do not collect, they sort of destroy the products at the airport, right? So it becomes very challenging. In Bangladesh, if someone to send, I say humbly, I'm so honored, but I'm so sorry, maybe I cannot afford it, because by right they send you as a gift, right? And I'm not supposed to pay. In the States, if you're there, you just receive it, pay, or just sign for $5 minimum, just whatever the shipment is. But you don't have to pay for the fragrance. Here you have to pay for fragrances, the charges, the VAT, their duty, whatnot, and by the time you end up paying, it's 3 times more than the actual package. So it becomes very difficult. So given those situations, life is pretty difficult. I don't want to moan or anything, but I'm giving you realistic scenario. Another thing is, I'll tell you, it's not about bragging. I think from Bangladesh or the Asian side, I was one of the first reviewers who started reviewing, and I actually continued my work. One of the reviewers, when I say international reviews, because I speak in English, so I do the review in English, everybody can understand. It's universal language. But sadly, imagine you are an influencer in USA and you go to Dubai. They invite you. They sort of pay for your trip. They give you fragrance to review. And this is much easier for you to work when you just receive, and sometimes they pay you to do reviews, paid reviews. Here, it's opposite. We have to pay for our fragrances. Sometimes the sellers expect you to promote them, and by you buying, you buy, you promote them, you give them business, and this is what they expect with zero payment. And sadly, none of the companies who are doing business here would invite a guy like me. Okay, yeah, there are a lot of people there to make sure that even if good things supposed to happen, they stop you out of jealousy. So what happens is, great companies I worked with, one of the uh, retailers called Perfume World. They had a contract, and I worked with them for 5 of their outlets. I do reviews live from them. But there are some other big places where I could have so much potential working. They could offer me a job or as an influencer, but nobody calls you. So these are the things I don't want to expect. But if I was living in a different place, perhaps things could be different. So what happened was I got few invites from few companies or brands in Dubai. Last year, Send Explore happened. My good friends, some of the reviewers, they said, "Bro, I wish you were there." Our good friends from Pakistan, India. I don't want to say their name, but they are my best friends. So they are big influencers in Instagram, and there are some big shots. So they travel. They invited me to go to Dubai, and I could not make it because, yeah, honestly speaking, I couldn't make it because I was not prepared. So financial situations there. So relocating was on my mind, and it's getting a little bit challenging given the economic political situation in Bangladesh. Um, Work is getting a little bit more challenging day by day, and even if you don't make any money, you have to imagine you have to do everyday work, and end of the month you're not going to get paid. It is very demoralizing. Nobody wants to work for free, and knowing that very uncertain future and economy is going down, life is getting a little bit more frustrating. Everybody is corruption, and then just every single thing is becoming tough. At that point, certain point, you feel like, no, you're feeling depressed. So we're only humans, right? So what happened was in Dubai, I couldn't make it, but certain brands or big names, I will see if it works out. I'll let you know in future. But they wanted me to go there, work side by side with them, maybe promote their brands, or maybe, like I got asked, "Are you interested to visit us for Scent Explore?" I don't know, it's called Scent Explore or what, but every year, end of the year, January, December, you guys know it happens. All the reviewers go. Michelle went, and I think who else went? A few of the other reviewers they went, right. So basically it's a very big opportunity, and Middle East is the place where it's booming. Fragrance game is booming, a lot of money, and then it's Middle East. Dubai is bling bling. I wanted to go there because I enjoy good food, I enjoy nice rides, I enjoy nice roads, shopping mall facilities. I'm more of a city dude. I'm not a nature guy much, right? I love the ocean, but I like to stay where there's good food. And being in Malaysia, and I saw London, Manchester this life, so I saw Singapore. So I have certain uh, likings that I have, preference that I have. Like, people can go out late night, 12 o'clock, midnight. Here in Bangladesh, security reason, police will stop you. Where are you going? And all this. It's not safe, a lot of crimes. So my life basically became like changed from Malaysia to Bangladesh, but I would like to get the life back. So I want to continue this work, and I may be interested in just taking a trip to Dubai, like Middle East, and see if there's any opportunity for work or not. And if I like it there, I may actually think of shifting there. So if any of you are watching this, and if you're anybody is interested, you can also contact me. I'll leave my email at the description box. You can contact me. I'll leave also my phone number. You can WhatsApp me and whatnot. By this year or so, I'm gonna try, right? So it's a dream because you want to move to the next stage. I'm really upset by a lot of other things, like I'm doing the work, but subscription wise, I'm stuck at 98,000. I'm so close to 100,000, and it's taking months. Back in the days, it used to be like 2,000, 2,005 subscribers per month. Now it's really slow. Perhaps people are into more into high tech editing stuff like that, but my love for fragrance is always there. So I believe I can do more. I can explore my horizon more. I can open a business there, work with fragrances, work for companies or certain brands, work as influencer. I'll try my luck, right? So I just want to share that with you. And I need a change because of this health problem was not there in Malaysia. I got this here. I'm not blaming the country, but a lot of times you eat fruits, it has chemicals in there. You eat food, they add preservatives. So a lot of these things, you feel end of the day that your heart is just not heart, the health is deteriorating. So let's see. That is in my mind, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my collection, all that, but I would definitely like to take a trip by this year or end of this year. And I would like to see, I would like to explore places where they sell perfumes. I'll show you what Dubai scene is like, what perfumes they're selling there. I think it's going to be beautiful. And I believe there are a lot of nice people who follow me from Dubai, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, the Dubai expats, many of them know me and many of the reviewers are my friends. So, sorry, that is one big update. Another update is in Bangladesh right now. I'll finish with this note and then close the video. So Bangladesh, the winter started every year. Wait for winter. I just am so happy when cold weather hits. Since 2016, we did not get any winter here, and it's like really bad. Every year is just a little bit of chill, 16, 17, 18 degrees perhaps, and it's like mild chill, mild fog, but not really winter. So usually back in the days, 80s, 90s, we used to get like very cold weather, 4 or 5 degrees. That is very cold for us. Okay, don't laugh at us. Okay, if you live in Europe or somewhere else, this is our cold weather. It's not bad. It's not minus 40 degrees, but it was very nice. We needed like blankets. I remember we used to have like a morning like breakfast warm and like warm up and then play sports, jogging. Nowadays, not much. But this year, when December ended 2023, January, things started becoming kind of cool, and then you did not need fan, AC or anything, and then it's like chilling. And sadly, end of the winter, I have few birds as pets, and they all made it, until now. But yesterday, two of them died, and I am not sure it's the cold weather or what it was. I covered them like nighttime. I give them in the sun during daytime, but I guess some of the birds they cannot survive the winter. So, I nowadays, I think I enjoy the winter a lot, but business is bad. Times are depressing. You're ill. I have a tonsil problem. When the cold weather is gone, all these things become better. I don't have any heart pain or leg pain or any such thing. I can be more active, and then business also booms. So nowadays I'm thinking like maybe I just want this winter to be over now because it's bringing a lot of sickness in the country and people like coughing, all the time you feel like inactive and lazy. So keep me in your prayers that, man, I just really want to be right now. My first priority is I want to be like health wise better, and then anything else is my second, priority. If you're not well, nothing in the world feels good. So for one last point, I finish with yesterday I was doing this list and I did talk about people being extreme, and someone said that I miss your morning thoughts episode because you talk from your soul, you say a lot of things from your experience. I really enjoy those more than your reviews. So this is food for thought. I really leave it up to you, to each his own. Okay, but I really believe in one thing, that you should not enforce people to be like your, what you feel is right, right, religion wise, or your political or sport, whatever you like whatever you like, and you can respect the next person, right? That's the ideal way. But nowadays, you see Facebook, whatever, many people, they just expect you to be extreme like them. If you're either religious Muslim, like we are Muslims, right? So if you do not support the agenda of Muslims world, and you just feel the Muslims are the only ones who are good, the rest of the world, they are just sinners and stuff. I never believed in this, and I never will accept it, because I, in my real life, I have seen a lot of people, our religion, non-religion, or like other religions. Uh, I met so many good, so many bad people. So this thing depends not on your religion or race. It depends on people to people, country to country. Every country has some good, some bad, right? But I do not like people who are extremists. People who do not believe, and they are so sarcastic. They make fun of everybody. Your God is this. You insult that. And one people, like, they're burning other people's holy books, stuff like that. It's very heartbreaking. And then again, you just go so humanitarian, you love cats, dogs, but you just go blind, when you see one country having war, children, they're being, what I mean. And some other countries go, oh, so why selective humanitarian? Like, humanity is just wrong, plain wrong for me. Wrong is wrong, right is right, no matter whose side it is. Okay, so when you see, for example, someone is attacking, for me, someone in a country where you are minority, right? Someone is attacking you for your religious faith, and they just call you and then racially abuse you. I would stand by that person if nobody does. Okay, why? Because even if he is not my religion, if he is not from my country, my race, if he is being a victim, I'll stand with him. This is what I believe. This is how I grew up. Okay, and I do not see race, I do not see religion to select my friends. Okay, so when people sometimes knock me, hey, why are you so quiet on this particular issue? Okay, I believe what I believe. I believe people should be having freedom and free choices, like choices, like freedom to choose what they want to believe, how they want to live their life. And I believe very strictly on boundaries. People should have their own boundaries, and they should respect others. Like my privacy, you should not step in. What do you do? How much do you earn? Who is your this? Where do you stay? All these things, none of your business, right? Like, in with all due respect, but if I don't want to share those things, it's up to me. I am allowed to share whatever I feel like sharing. So people speculate, people hate, people sometimes love, and everything is just on extreme level nowadays. You love like blind. Never love blind. Always love knowing what is worth loving, right? So that's the thing I want to say. And then, please, whatever you do, ask your heart if you're getting a good vibe from inside, because God gave you whatever God you follow, gave your heart, and you have a brain. So think if you're going to do the right thing. If you're going to steal from someone, or you lied about someone's, like you seen a crime, you say no, and you put someone in trouble. Do you do these things? Do you really feel it's right? When you're in power, you take someone's uh, land. It happens in Bangladesh. When people are powerful, they steal from you, and they're not scared. When they lose power, they become scared, and when they say about to die, they are scared, right? So for me, I feel, live a life. Yeah, we're all gonna be not perfect, we're gonna make a lot of mistakes, but let the mistakes be mistakes, right? Do not do something kindly. Please don't do something purposely knowing that you are doing wrong, bullying someone, for example. Like, hey, in the school, a lot of things happen, and then things backfire. Those are very tragic, right? If you don't think that someone loves you, let them be happy, and let them move on their merry way. But do not try to force someone to stay with you, stuff like that. So don't do extreme stuff, please. Even fragrance world example, you are a niche guy, but do not impose on others. Say, wear an expensive fragrance, wear like a Rojada, otherwise you are trash. Or if you're wearing a Rolex, wear a Rolex, otherwise no respect. This is not right. People are of different, come from different backgrounds. Some people have less money, some people have more money, and reality is majority of the world, they are poor compared to the minority who are extreme rich. So if we can respect each other, I think the community will be very beautiful. The world, there will be no fights, and no leaders can manipulate you politically, racially, make other countries, you hate that country, and go on a war. These things wouldn't happen. If you got to learn about the cultures, instead of hating them blindly. Oh, those people smell like curry, what do they know? Yeah, if you have those things, think again. When you're going to go old and you're going to be racist or ignorant, it will be the saddest thing in the world, right? Don't you agree? So education, high class money, nothing matters if you don't have humanity, right? So yeah, these are things I want to share. And try to have respect for other people's vision. If they don't agree with you, do not think like, hey, you are such a bad person. No, they are not. They're just living their life. Let them live, and you also live. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Do let me know what you thought about this video, and do you think I should give it a try to Middle East, and see what happens, right? I'll let you know. Keep you updated, and keep me in your prayers. Take care. Bye bye.